Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again, and I just got back from a week's worth of work in Seattle. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a video talking about training and traveling because it's something that I like to do, as most times when I travel it's for a week at a time and I can't be sacrificing all them gains. So these are just some tips that I like to implore. Hopefully they help you out as well. Now the first one is pretty simple and pretty basic, and that is just look up the hotel that you're going to. Find them online or give them a call, and usually within their amenities they'll list if they have a gym or not. Now you might have to kind of dig deep because sometimes what they consider a gym is actually called a fitness center, and by fitness center I mean you can work on your fitness there, but that's pretty much about it, because they'll have like an all-in-one type piece of gym equipment. They'll probably have an adjustable bench and some dumbbells up to 50 pounds, and it's really a crapshoot if they're going to have all of those dumbbells. Sometimes some go missing by some chance. They'll usually have some BOSU balls, some exercise mats, and probably a piece of cardio equipment. So again, they do have some stuff there, but it's very limited, and for most of our goals and our training styles, it's probably not very ideal. However, depending on your level of fitness, so to say, it might be right up your alley. Now, one of the things you can also do is call the hotel and talk to the front desk and see if they have any discounted memberships for local gyms in the area. Oftentimes they will. They'll go out to other businesses and get better rates for the people staying at the hotel, and gyms are sometimes included in this. So definitely give them a call and do your work beforehand. Now, speaking of doing your work beforehand, one of the things that I like to do personally is go ahead and look for gyms myself, because I want to make sure I find a gym that has all the equipment that I need. Now, if you're a member of a chain gym already, you can see if there's any in the area, and oftentimes you can go in there without having to pay any other kind of membership fees. However, for me, who doesn't train in a commercial type gym, I don't really have that option. So one of the things I do is I look up online for gyms in the area, hopefully somewhere close. That way, if I don't rent a car while I'm traveling, I can still get there fairly easily, or take a taxi if I really have to, work expense. And I'll call them up and I'll email them. I'll talk to them about how long I'm coming for and whatnot. Only because what I find is a typical daily rate will usually run somewhere between $10 to $15 per day. But if you look at a lot of the membership fees for the month, it's only like 30 or 40 bucks. So if I'm going to the gym 4 times within a week and paying $40, which just so happens to be higher than a monthly membership rate, it doesn't make sense. So oftentimes I'll try to get a manager on the phone, or the owners if they're privately owned gyms, and tell them about my situation. I'll say, hey, I'm coming there for work. I'll be there all week. I'd really love to train at your gym. What's the best option for me? And you'll find most of the times people are pretty cool about this. They might give you a deal, or they might say, hey, you know what, we have free week trial memberships anyway. Just come in and sign up for one of those. So you can really do yourself a good benefit about talking to people beforehand. Now, one of the things you can actually do, depending on how far out this trip is and when you're planning for it, you might be able to change your workout program in line with that trip so that you schedule a deload that week, or even a complete week off. Either way, it's really up to you, but one of the things you have to really take into consideration is some time off is oftentimes beneficial to us, and otherwise we might not programming it in ourselves. We have the tendency to keep going to the gym no matter what, when a deloads and off weeks can obviously be pretty beneficial if we actually implement them. And again, in the long run, a week of non-optimal training isn't going to hurt you if you're utterly consistent otherwise. So hope that makes sense. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.